What's up guys? Today we're going to be installing another part on my car, and that part is going to be from Mishimoto. I got the Mishimoto reservoir tank for the radiator, and I wanted to just dress up my engine bay more. That's why I got this. It's a polished chrome. It's one of those two. I got it from Outcast Garage for 75 bucks, and I looked at my coolant and it looks nasty, so we're going to be doing a complete flush on that as well. And that's where I went to Nissan and bought OEM Nissan coolant. So let's get started. The car jacked up, we're gonna be obviously we're gonna be opening the hood, obviously, and we're gonna be revealing to you the Mishimoto coolant tank reservoir, whatever you want to call it, right now. This one is the stock one, ugly as hell. So now that I'm kind of going dress up in the engine bay, I want to get rid of these two. I have one of these on the way. They forgot to ship it out with my order of the coolant reservoir tank.
Woo. Decent wrapping, Mishimoto, decent. Damn, don't want to touch it. I'm sure Mishimoto did this, but we're just gonna wash it out with water just to get all the extra dust or particles, whatever's in here. Quick rinse.
First things first, we're going to be removing the reservoir tank. No, if you're asking, we did not let this up. Be replacing that. So this is the size comparison between the two. This is going to be sitting right here. Hey Martin, have you ever flushed a radiator? Do we know how?
Not at all. You should probably Google it. So first things first, there is a little drain screw for the radiator.
I think it's right here.
It might be right here. Next thing is, take off the cap. That way when you're draining it, there's no suction. Because when you do pop this off, you're going to hear a little bit of suction because the coolant is draining from underneath. Scientific shit. Look it up.
Shout out to Ryan for getting this at my house. We're going to be using it now until you come pick it up. Woo! Well, I got fucking messy.
Well, there it is. It's draining.
Yeah, I got my mouth.
Does it taste sweet?
Yeah, don't do what I did and do it fast now. I'm all fucking wet.
You guys can see here, there's a little Phillips plastic plug here. It's an air relief valve. Make sure to take that off. That way you could bleed out all the air.
So what I'm doing is I'm filling this up with more water to flush out all the nasty coolant. So I still have the drain bolt unplugged, and what I'm going to do is plug it back up. I'm going to fill this up with just water. I'm going to run it for a little bit, turn it off, drain it out again, and probably do that 1 or 2 times just to make sure everything's out of the system. And then we're going to put fresh new 50/50 Nissan coolant with distilled water.
First things first, we're gonna fill up the radiator with distilled water. Make sure it's distilled. Fill it up slowly. Alright, next thing, Danny's gonna start the car. That way we could flush out. Okay. That way we could flush out the distilled clean water. Let it run for about a good minute. That should be good enough. Then once that is good for a minute, we're gonna flush it out again. And then we're gonna be pouring in 50-50 coolant and distilled water. This is the distilled water. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's coming out clear, so I think just one flush should be really good for this car.
Shout out to Chris Fix for the video. That's what we used to do a super flush, but my car didn't need a super flush. But we used his method, so shout out to him.
Chris Fix, you're the best. Always watching videos.
Fanboy.
So again, make sure you do have the radiator cap off and the pressure relief valve. That way you could just
Air relief
valve, pressure relief, air relief, whatever. Make sure you have all that off. Since this is a universal kit, we have to try to bend the bracket. I'll show you. Oh, we already bent some of it. We just didn't want to show you if we broke it or not. So we're gonna just use the original one with one bolt. Should be good. We're trying to get this straight, and I don't want to break it. Oh, I don't want to break it, so I'm gonna heat it up a little bit. That way we can get that full straight bend. Yeah. So let's try on the heat gun a little bit. It's hot. Whew. I think that's pretty damn good.
So before it was like straight down, and we did a full 90-degree curve. It's gonna be held on like this. It is gonna be a little sideways, but
I mean, I could bend it the other way if you want.
doesn't matter. We're gonna be needing these hose clamps for this hose connecting to here. Let's put it over. And then this is actually a Phillips, not a flathead, so it's gonna be perfect for what we're doing. Should we keep the black hoses or this one? I think I like the green.
Go black clear.
Black clear?
You never seen it?
No.
It has like a tan color to it.
Do not forget the lock washers going on the little bolts. So we're going to be trying fitting in this down here without breaking anything. This one is going on, and then we're going to need this one with another one. Now we're just putting this hose on here. And then we're going to be tightening. So this is how the Mishimoto reservoir is gonna look. I'll get it from another angle. And now we're gonna be filling up a 50-50 mix.
Oh, it's mixed as good as it's gonna get.
So we're gonna do a rough estimate. We're gonna mix it up in there, 50-50, put it back in there, and keep doing that back and forth until it's completely full, which is gonna be a gallon.
So what we first have to do is run the car for a bit, try to get all the air out, bleed it out from the air bleed screw that we showed you. Pour more radiator fluid in, run it again, and just keep repeating. And right now, we're just running it. We'll be back.
We let the car warm up to operating temperature for like 2 minutes and then revved it a couple times past 3,000. It's not overheating, it stayed exactly where it normally stays, which is a little below the middle. So we should be good for right now. We're gonna let it cool down one more time. We're gonna check the radiator cap. We're gonna try bleeding it out again, see if everything's good. But other than that, I think we're okay. So comment down below and tell me how you like it and if there's any more dress-up mods I should get. I don't know how I feel about the clear hose, so leave a comment down below what you guys think, this one or the black OEM one. And yeah, so this is my engine bay so far, coming out fairly clean. What do you think?
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad for a hooker.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what you thought about this video and what else we should do to my G and his Veloster. See you guys on the next one.